All right, so what we want to do next is be able to convert unit rates. And in this example, letter A says 3.5 quarts per minute needs to be changed into gallons per hour. So if you think about it, 3.5 quarts, there's 4 quarts in a gallon. So this is a little less than a gallon every minute. So I don't know, maybe there's a fuel pump that can move 3.5 quarts of fuel every minute. Well, we want to figure out how many gallons per hour that is. Now I'm going to show you a way using dimensional analysis, which is just ratios that are equivalent, to change this. So what we need to do first is take what they gave us, 3.5 quarts per minute, and set that up as a rate. So that's 3.5 quarts every 1 minute. That's a unit rate. Unit rate because we're talking about a denominator of 1 minute. And to change this, because we're going to have to change two labels, we're going to have to change quarts and minutes, what we need to do is multiply it by 2 more rates. And at first this is going to be a little confusing, but once we put in the labels, hopefully you'll be able to see how we can cancel and change to what we want. So, we have quarts in the numerator of our first fraction. Well, I know that I need to change quarts into gallons. To do that, I want to be able to cancel out the label quarts. We know when we multiply fractions, we can cancel things that are the same in the numerator and the denominator. So I'll be able to cancel the quarts from this numerator with the quarts from this denominator. But I need to know, what am I changing quarts into? I'm changing quarts into gallons. So the label for gallons goes up here. Now by putting my labels in first, that helps me make sure that I put my numbers in the right spot. So when I look at this rate that I have here in the second fraction, it says gallons and quarts. Well, I know there's 4 quarts in a gallon. Here's a common mistake students make. They get in a rush and they do this. Well, if I read that, that says 4 gallons in 1 quart. Well, I know that's not true. So again, important that by putting the labels on there, we are able to see, to put the numbers in the right spot. So now it says we have 4 quarts in 1 gallon. The nice thing here, the label quarts and the label quarts, we're able to cancel. So now my labels are gallons and minutes. Well, I know I don't want minutes. Minutes are in the denominator here. To cancel them out, I need to put them in the numerator here. And I know that I'm trying to change minutes into hours. Again, by putting my labels on first, now I should be able to put my numbers in the right spot. I know there's 60 minutes in an hour, so I need to put the 60 with the minutes in 1 hour. And again, look for labels to cancel out. Minutes and minutes will cancel. So that leaves me with only 2 labels, gallons on top and hours on the bottom. Well, that's what I want. I want gallons per hour. Now, we've learned previously that when we multiply fractions, you can simplify first or you can simplify last. I always try to simplify first. And to simplify, remember, that means you can find any numerator and any denominator. Like this 4 and this 60. I'm going to divide them both by 4. 4 divided by 4 turns into 1, and 60 divided by 4 turns into 15. Looks like I'm ready to multiply. Going across the top, I have 3.5 times 1, and then I need to take that times 15. Going across the bottom, well, that's easy. 1 times 1 times 1. So maybe I got to set up a side problem for 15 times 3.5. Enter your decimal. Looks to me 52.5 over 1. Now labels are really important. That was the whole point here, to change our labels. So 3.5 quarts per minute is the same as 52.5 gallons in 1 hour, or 52.5 gallons per hour. Okay, by setting it up using dimensional analysis, that hopefully will help you keep your numbers straight. Let's try another one. You're stuck in traffic going 15 miles an hour, and you think, oh, this is so slow. Well, let's figure out how many feet you're moving every minute. So again, we start by setting up our unit rate, 15 miles in 1 hour. We know we're going to have to change both labels, so I need 2 more fractions, 2 more rates to use. And let's say I want to get rid of the miles first. Well, miles are in the numerator here, so they go in the denominator here. And I know I'm changing miles into feet. Now I got to make sure I put my numbers in the right place. I know there's 5,280 feet in a mile. So 1 mile is 5,280 feet. I can now cross out the label for miles. I'm left with the labels feet and hours. Well, I want feet and minutes. So hours are on the bottom of the first one. They're in the denominator. I'm going to move hours to the numerator in the last one. And I'm changing hours into minutes. Again, I got to put my numbers in the right spot. 60 minutes in 1 hour. The label hours cancels. Let's look at the labels we have left. We have feet in my numerator, minutes in the denominator. That's what I want. I want to finish with feet per minute. Again, we could multiply first or multiply last. Simplify first or simplify last. I'm going to try to simplify first. I know 15 divided by 15 and 60 divided by 15. 15 divided by 15 is 1. 60 divided by 15 is 4. Let's see. Ooh, it looks like I can do some more division. I'm going to do 4 divided by 4 to get 1. And 5,280 divided by 4. Let's see. Probably set up a quick side problem to divide that by 4. So I get 1320. So when I go to multiply, looks like on top I have 1320, and on the bottom we just have 1. Again, putting in our labels. If you are going 15 miles an hour, it doesn't seem like you're going very fast, but you're actually moving 1,320 feet in 1 minute, per minute. So the different label seems like you're moving a lot faster when technically you're going the exact same speed. Alright, so big thing in dimensional analysis, set it up, put your labels on. That will hopefully help you keep everything organized. Good luck today.